ได้ครับเชิญเลยครับ It's okay. I have this one. So you already introduced myself, right? Okay, now I'm ready. So please. Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. And actually, I need to begin with the pay Namatu Ratanatayasa. May I pay my respect to the triple gem. And good evening to all of you. And don't worry if anything don't go as the way it did. I mean, before. I think I maybe begin with this one. Bear with me. His name is Echo. And the reason that I introduce him to all of you because actually in Buddhism we also believe in the karma, right? Uh, and in English maybe like thing goes around comes around, and our life depends on what we think, what we communicate or speak, and what we do. And normally, if we smile, people most of them smile back at us, right? So it's kind of the belief in the kind of regarding the echo law, and but also we need to be careful about the echo chamber. So that's why even today the session. Let me bring his friend.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mindfulness, the art of getting it done and letting it go. Peace in one heart, stars in one hand.
Okay, maybe it's very different from the what you heard before. I mean, even the way that a Buddhist monk, hold two bears. But this kind of the when I say bear with me, it mean I want you to practice your patience with me as well. Bear with me, it's two meaning, right? Not just only dull, bad, but also because my English is not that good. If I speak Thai, you're gonna be surprised. My Thai is excellent. Unfortunately, uh, I cannot speak Thai for the whole session. So my point is about actually this kind of bad and not just echo the message about the echo that you need to be careful of what you do, what you speak, and what you speak and what you do, what you think, what you speak, and what you do, and also try not to, you know, be in that echo chamber. Sometimes you need to listen to different opinions, even practice mindfulness or meditation, because actually this kind of beauty of diversity that the Buddha himself wanted us to see and live with this. But if you can say this kind of the robe, right, or jiwon in Thai, the reason I introduce both of them to you because we try to do Buddhism for SDGs that you can see. So one of the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, 17 of them. One is number 5, gender equality. So I try to also eliminate echo chamber because in Thailand, if you may maybe you might hear about their sometimes they leave religion in the space, like in their male space, religious space become dominated by male. I don't want like people to just actually we have the rule, right? As a monk, we need to be careful about how we interact with women. But it doesn't mean that we cannot be Kalayanamit or good friend to each other. That's why when 2 years ago when I tried to communicate with people publicly, some of them saw or understood what I'm trying to do. So they my robe, they asked for my robe, and then they put it, and I use it as friends for the opening like religious space for engaging with youth and women. And this his name is Fez because 2 years ago when I brought him to Fez at the time there was a high symposium for the like preventing from genocide. So people asked me to name him Fez, and you can hear the voice from a girl. And I asked him because we use it to like amplify voice for youth and women, and that's what I'm trying to do. And also because this kind of the we using audience generated strategy, we don't create this ourselves, but because we open space, uh, they call they call our space the safe zone. And actually, it is quite interesting because I have been a Buddhist monk for 24 years. But 2 years ago, it was the first time that they call our community that Dom. You know, Dom, like Kingdom of Blink, like a Dom of blank pink, right? Okay, from your facial expression, I have no idea if you know or not. Maybe you already practice equanimity or let it go, right? I mean, you ignore me. So please help me with the interaction so I can tell. And now there is no echo at all from you. But don't worry. So my name is Napan. It means skyline. So when I introduce myself, that my my name is Napan Skyline. So they call our community that Skyline, and they call Dom Skyline. And because of that, like October last 2 years ago, then they help with all of this, and you can see that they try to even put classes on him. So I'm gonna put it here, and let's see how we're gonna learn together about the mindfulness, the art of getting it done and letting it go. If you can see, actually, we move the seat, right? Normally, we you have the quite bigger seat here. I decided to ask Kunbet to move this. I think as you can see from your everyday life, there are many obstacles, you know, physically and mentally. You need to see it. Now I can see Joe. Hello, Joe, and thank you. You hurt yourself. Are you okay? Yeah, because Joe came to visit us at IBH Foundation, and because of him, I think he sent email to, if I pronounce it wrong, please forgive me, Myronus, which is you. No, but thank you for your reaction. At least, ah, okay, she's in South Europe. And I need to say bear with me because I saw in the email. So, told the members of the little uh, Bangkok meditation group or little Bangkok Sangha that his English, he referred to me, his English is excellent, which is not true. Sorry. That's why I need to say bear with me. So back to what 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 I was sharing. It's just like there are so many obstacles, you know, between you and peace, inner peace and outer peace. You need to see it, and you need to, when I say be bear with me or be patient with me, it doesn't mean you need to be patient with everything all the time, right? If you see that if you remove these table, because if the seat hasn't been removed, maybe you cannot see the screen clearly. It's the same, the way that we practice, why we need to practice mindfulness, because there are always some emotions blur your judgment, blur your vision. And when we practice mindfulness, if you mindful, not mindful of mind thinking about everything, if you practice mindfulness, and then you can see things more clearly, sometimes you will see that actually relationship based problems maybe always, something that you can do. But so many times we try to manage just only outside. You don't change yourself, or you don't change the way that you perceive others. You try to change them, but you don't try to, so many times we don't try to change the way that we look at them. That's why mindfulness play a crucial part. uh, I try to demonstrate with the way that I ask Kunbes to move the seat, the big seat, so we can show this screen more clearly. And I made my observation. I want to see that who's going to help. Everyone practice mindfulness, but you cannot see that Kunbes just struggling to move it, and not just only the seat on it, but he tried to move this one even bigger. So, and then you try to help. This is not blame. It doesn't mean that you who who didn't help you bad. No, I just want to share with you that actually mindfulness in Buddhism, we not just want individual reach that inner peace only. In Buddhism, we believe that individual and society are connected. I think you might hear about the dependent origination, or itappajeta in Pali. Because something happened, this happened. Because something gone, this gone. So how we gonna reach out inner peace if we sitting in the burning house, right? If the society so violent, so busy, maybe busy is quite weak word, but extremely busy and kind of the burning, we need to help each other to create the environment that's suitable for inner peace. The way of monks live, we always try to listen to your reflection. You know, all almost all the rules that the Buddha established because public complaint, right? If you heard about even the way that we wear the shoes or not, or even the way that we have just early meal after sunrise until noon, that's also because of the public people, because we live our life depending on what people offer. If we don't behave ourselves, if we don't try to practice as good as people perceive, maybe we cannot live our life. But because of that, the Buddha himself also positioned, I don't know what to say, like positioning monks as a change agent. Even we need to rely on what you offer, but our responsibility to teach you, to guide you how to live your life more happily. And monks need to be, how can I say, like bad to tell you, even if I tell you and you're not happy, maybe you don't want to offer me food, but we need to do it anyway. It's one of the six duties that we have. And even we, depending on what you offer, but when we see that someone and some families don't do the right thing, blame, triple triple jam, or try to, how can I say, do bad thing to the sangha, to the monks, to the group of the monks, we can do what they call like kwambat, or social sanction. We go out for alms in the morning, right? If someone do very bad thing to the community, monks can, gather together and then make an announcement that we won't take the food from this family as long as they do what they do. Think about that. We we rely on that, but because of that, we don't try to please people. We help people to be better, and at the same time, we also better ourselves. And because of that, monks need to practice themselves and share what they learn from what the Buddha taught to people. And to do all this, we not just only need inner peace, like I mentioned earlier, because individual and society are connected. All of you individually, you do whatever you want to do, right? But normally, individual become what the society have, like norm, culture, everything, kind of the cause and effect. Normally, if you grow up in one culture, in one society, normally you have a specific mindset or mentality. And from time to time, when you eliminate echo chamber, you see things differently because you learn something that different from your culture. Then you change your attitude, you change your way of communication, you change your behavior. And this related to the title today, mindfulness, the art of getting it done and letting it go. Because if we don't see how individual and society are connected, sometimes we try to escape from the problems, and sometimes we try to fix the root cause of problems that we have, but we try to be on our own too much. In Buddhism, we believe that the Buddha himself is a Kalyana or true friend for everyone. And then monks uh, study what the Buddha revealed. We believe that the truth is in nature. He's just only the one who 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 saw it and then revealed it, make it more understandable, and also organize the Sangha, try to establish the way that people inside, female monks, male, both male and female monks, and then ubasok, ubasika. In Pali, it means the one who approach to the triple gem and then sit, right? Upa, it means approach. Asaka, it means sit. Like asana, it means seat. So ubasok, it's the one, the male who approach the triple gem and sit to listen. Ubasika, also the same, but female. So because of that, you can be two insider and outsider in a way, but actually both of them are inside, but Bhikkhu, Bhikkhuni, very close inside, and then Ubasok, Ubasika in the, like in the circle as well. So this is, I think, just only my introduction, that I'm not sure that what should I do, to be honest. Maybe because I know that you practice, and interested in the maybe Buddha teaching for quite very long time. So what I try to do is just I want to show you some clips, some video, and maybe you can communicate with me. Equanimity or ubekha, please don't practice it yet. Okay. I think you may hear the sound from face the back that our motto, IBHAF Foundation, Institute of Buddhist Management for Happiness and Peace Foundation. Our motto is peace in one heart, start in one hand. Yours. It's just like if you want to be peaceful, don't try to change the whole world. Change the world inside first, but don't finish there, right? Try to bring your heart, together with other heart. Bring your head, with other head. Try to think together, and then do good thing together. That put your hands together, right? So this head, heart, hand, or in Buddhism we call Trisikha, threefold of training. Sila is kind of you practice your your bodily action and your verbal action, and then Samadhi, you practice your mind, make it more stable, try to eliminate all attachments to make it you see things clearly. And then the last one, wisdom or panya. So you learn how to understand things yourself included, all environment, people, and everything outside and inside. So that's what I would like you to, how can I say, learn together with me. We want to invite you to share your perception, your panya, right? And then maybe it can help you to transform your mind, because so many times you feel frustrated because you see things differently from reality. And if you change your perception, you change your your quality of your mind, and then you can change your behavior, like both bodily and verbally, more sustainable. And I'm not sure that it's it sound, how can I ask it, it sound okay for you? You understand my English? Quite relief. Now I need to let it go as well. Actually, I think if you don't understand, it's your problem, not mine. Sorry to say this, but sometimes we need to think about it that way. Okay, now actually when you see Buddhism for SDGs, Buddhism for Sustainable Development Goals, maybe you feel that it's too modern way why we need to follow UN or something like that. But actually, this is the way that the Buddha himself tried to do. For example, gender equality, number 5. In before the Buddha time, there is no female, how can I say, allowed to be religious person or religious leader. But the Buddha himself allow it. Even historically, he appeared to kind of stop that from happening as well. But there's a lot of stories behind that. Uh, I don't want to share this right now because it's also one of the art of getting it done and letting it go. So many times you have many stories to share, but if you don't let it go, you try to tell everything. It's not possible. It's not possible to do it. So no poverty. The Buddha himself also try to invite economic leader like Anatha Bidika Sethi, the rich person in the Buddha own time, in his own time, try to donate, to do dana, right? Help people who need financial support. And Number two, zero hunger. So the same. Once, I'm not sure you have you ever heard this story or not. Once the Buddha went to teach a cowboy, I think. In Bali, they call koban. It's like a cowboy in English. I mean, they take care of cow and sell the product and then leave. This man, he went after his cow, and then he wanted to listen to the Buddha thought, but he couldn't make it on time because of his cow. The Buddha was waiting for him, and when he arrived at the place like this, the Buddha didn't what do you call it, didn't teach right away. Even 100 of people waiting, and they don't understand why people don't begin doesn't begin his talk. And then when that man arrived, the Buddha asked people to provide him a meal. And after that, the Buddha teach. And one of the word is chimachi kacha pramaroka. It means hunger is the worst disease. I'm not sure I translate it understandable, right? Okay. So it means this kind of thing, physical hunger, mental hunger, also related, and also one of the goals that the Buddha tried to achieve as well. All of these, even the 17 partnership for the goals, like I mentioned earlier, the Buddha himself not just only tried to teach people, he tried to organize, try to manage. That's why our foundation called Institute of Buddhist Management for Happiness and Peace. We try to bring this out from the Buddha context and try to do this in the modern world. The Buddha connected all group. He tried to break the caste system, right? And then invite everyone, rulers, spiritual leaders, poor people, to work on themselves and also on society. For example, Kamuna Watati Logo. This will how can I say, become like our action. Or Kamuna Watati Pasha. It means society. Pasha is mean all people, right? Become uh become of what you act or what you do. So that's the way that the Buddha did in his own time, and also establish the way of life that all monks and lay people can come together. Think about before the Buddha time, so many people wanted to reach the inner peace, and then they abandon family, and then they live in the forest. Don't try to engage with the society. The Buddha established the rule that we cannot do that. I myself cannot cook. I cannot, you know, take the leaf from the tree or the fruit, and I can eat it and I can live. No need to depend on what you offer. The Buddha doesn't allow that. So it means if you don't offer me any food, I cannot survive. So because of that, it's kind of the way of life that we need to rely on what people offer. So when